Explosions rock eastern Ukraine despite calls for fighters to put down their weapons and honor the ceasefire. This sure doesn't look like a ceasefire. A surge in fighting around Donetsk and outside the port city of Mariupol. President Petro Poroshenko is now asking for UN peacekeepers. Russia has rejected the request, saying the Minsk agreement should remain the basis for the conflict's resolution. As CCTV's Stephanie Freid reports from Kiev, assurances and ceasefire agreements seem to mean little.
Celebrating victory, rebel forces fought their way into the strategic city Debaltseve in eastern Ukraine, pushing out Ukraine's military.
We were the first to get in. We broke through the ring and fought them from the inside, and then we started to hit them from all sides. And so victory is ours. For a whole day we were crawling around on our hands and knees.
The remnants of fighting. Debaltseve is in shambles. Ukraine President Petro Poroshenko calling the offensive a breach of the ceasefire deal struck between the sides last week, wants UN peacekeepers on the front line between Russia and Ukraine. But the president insists Russia cannot participate.
At the same time, I would like to stress strongly, Russia as an aggressor state cannot and will not take part in this peacekeeping operation.
During a four-way phone talk Thursday between President Poroshenko, Russian President Vladimir Putin, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, and French President François Hollande, all parties agreed to full implementation of the ceasefire agreement and European-sponsored OSCE monitors in place to oversee the implementation. This isn't the first time the sides have called a ceasefire. And according to Ukraine military reports, rebels shelled their positions near the Azov seaside town of Mariupol on Thursday. The rebel takeover of Debaltseve is a tremendous strategic gain. The town links rebel-held cities Donetsk and Luhansk. Ukraine soldiers, surrounded and under siege for days, were visibly relieved to be out.
We are successful. Our tanks were driving behind us. The guys did great. They worked well and destroyed one of their tanks. We drove further and managed to break out. All is good now.
As Ukraine's government scrambles for assurances the Debaltseve scenario will not play out in other eastern Ukraine towns, the next move, military or political, remains a mystery. Stephanie Freid, CCTV, Kiev, Ukraine.